Now I wanted to ask you about another athlete you got a chance to work with, Serena Williams. If you could talk about that a little bit, and are there any similarities or differences, between designing, say, maybe a basketball shoe versus, for a tennis player or just an alternative sport?
Yeah, there's similarities in designing anything. It's a process. So whether it's for a basketball shoe or a tennis shoe, same process. Whether it's for a shoe or a piece of furniture, same process. A shoe or a car, a shoe or a kitchen appliance, like it's the same process. So so no, the general process of design is not was not any different with Serena or LeBron. Um, but the fact that the sports are different, of course, there are different things happening there, but the process to get to the end result was the same. Serena as an individual, um, look, I said this on another recent podcast I did with Complex. They A lot of people don't understand that Nike is where they're at because innovation permeated the company across all facets. It was not just design. It was I would say sports marketing. Nike sports marketing. Well, I can only speak to was because I've been out of Nike for the past 5 years, but so was all the way up to what I know of was 2019. So all that whole time, I know for a fact because I was there that Nike sports marketing was equally innovative to the product creators, who was equally innovative to the salespeople, who were equally innovative to the brand people, equally innovative to other departments that spoke the message of Nike and delivered the product of Nike and stoked the fires of the population that we were trying to serve, the athletes that we were listening to, and so on that. So sports marketing, and sometimes, innovation sometimes goes wrong. It's not always right. But the majority of the time, Nike sports marketing was getting it right, where they would find the athletes, whether directly out of, never been with another company, or they found athletes that were currently with other companies and realizing that they needed to be a Nike athlete and inspiring them to come over. Now, Serena being one of those, is that the way I looked at it, and I would say that not everybody at Nike would look at it this way, which I think, caused. I mean, there was greater opportunity, I think, that was often missed, or not often, but just sometimes missed, in that some people consider a Serena or a LeBron or Ndamukong Suh, American football player, was with Detroit for a long time, won a Super Bowl with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. One of the greatest defensive linemen in the game. They would look at these athletes as one in a million, meaning if there's a million people, like it's just one of the, like only Serena, only LeBron, only Ndamukong, only a Federer and Nadal, but everyone else is completely different. Wemby is a great example right now, being called the alien. I think we're all aliens, man. Like, we just need to celebrate each other and get more aliens to come out and be comfortable in their own skin and celebrate those aliens, right? So I believe they're all one in a million. She decided to spend 10,000 of her hours playing tennis. I spent my 10,000 hours, drawing. You spent your 10,000 hours doing what you do. Like, that's how we get to where we are. We have been blessed. Serena was blessed to be in a family that inspired her to do it and enabled her to do it. I was blessed to have that family. We hope that that everybody's blessed to be that way, but unfortunately it's not that way. And this is where I love using Wemby as an example, in that, this idea of being an alien. I hope Nike gets it right in that they go, oh, actually he is an alien. Isn't that awesome? And by the way, so are you. You may not hate, hey, grade school kid that is uncomfortable, going to the playground to play basketball because you don't see a reflection of yourself in what's being presented as the basketball player, but you eat, sleep, breathe basketball in your own backyard and in your driveway and in your own time, but you're not comfortable in showing up. F that. Like we need to show the world. We as the human beings that are responsible for, bringing up the next generation, need to create a mirror so that this next generation can see a reflection of themselves and saying that, hey, we celebrate you, just like we talked about where my parents celebrated me and to help me and enable me to be who I was going to be. We need to do that for everybody else. And I think Wemby, I think Serena, LeBron, and Dominican, all these elite athletes, they're more like us than not, right? So Serena knows that she wanted to win. And that win is, holding up a championship trophy on a tennis court. I know I want to win. My championship trophy is something else. But she knows that to win, she's got to go spend the hours in the gym that she doesn't necessarily like to do. She's got to get her ass out of bed and go to the gym when she'd rather pull the covers over her head and sleep another hour. Like, we're all that same way. So I see myself as a reflection in her as a human being. She's an amazing athlete on the tennis court. I'm an amazing athlete in my own world, and everybody else out there, I want to inspire them to believe that they're an amazing athlete as well. And whatever I can do to inspire them to get up and to train, right? Get up and do the hours in the gym, whatever the gym is to them. And it's not always fun, but it feels pretty damn good when you finish a workout or you finish, reading the textbook you needed to read or whatever it is, you accomplish something and you're like, heck yeah, like that felt good. And you get a little taste of that, and it gets you to the next, the next, achievement that you need to do to eventually get to the point of holding that championship trophy, whatever that championship trophy is for you.
Definitely. That's truly inspiring.